Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer, actor, director Rian Johnson
Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer, director Rian Johnson
would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff
would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff
and D.B. Weiss would also be developing a trilogy. But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved.
And D.B. Weiss will also be developing a trilogy, but according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved.
I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always said it was going to be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always say it was gonna be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer, actor, director Rian Johnson would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss would also be developing a trilogy. But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved. I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always said it was going to be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer-director Rian Johnson will develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss would also be developing a trilogy, but according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved. I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always say it was gonna be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer, actor, director Rian Johnson
Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer-director Rian Johnson
would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff and D.B.
would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff
and D.B. Weiss would also be developing a trilogy. But according
D.B. Weiss will also be developing a trilogy.
But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved.
But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved.
I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always said it was going to be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always say it was gonna be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer, actor, director Rian Johnson would develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss would also be developing a trilogy. But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved. I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always said it was going to be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Star Wars certainly has a future after the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm has previously announced that both Star Wars The Last Jedi writer-director Rian Johnson will develop a trilogy of films, and Game of Thrones co-creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss will also be developing a trilogy. But according to comicbook.com, Daisy Ridley won't be involved. I can say I'm not in the next trilogy, Ridley said. Whichever one it was, they always say it was gonna be a separate story, so I'm not. No.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it's assured of the aircraft's safety.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it is assured of the aircraft's safety.
The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded that order.
The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded the order.
The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it's assured of the aircraft's safety. The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded that order. The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
Reuters report China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it is assured of the aircraft's safety. The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded the order. The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it's assured of the aircraft's safety.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it is assured of the aircraft safety.
The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded that order.
The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded the order.
The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it's assured of the aircraft's safety. The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded that order. The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.
Reuters reports China Aircraft Leasing Group Holdings has put its order for 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets on hold until it is assured of the aircraft's safety. The Hong Kong-listed lessor, which is controlled by the state-owned conglomerate China Everbright Group, placed an order for 50 aircraft in June 2017 and later expanded the order. The first MAX jet was expected to be delivered in the third quarter, according to the report.